Okay, number 1, we just want to write the equation of a circle with the center at the origin. That means 0, 0, and a radius of 7. So that's our r. The standard equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals our radius squared. So we would take x minus our h squared, which is 0 squared, plus our y minus k squared, which is 0, and that equals our radius squared, which is 7 squared. And then to clean it up, we would have x minus 0, which is just 0, or which is just x. Y minus 0 is just y, and we're going to square it. And 7 squared is 49. Okay, number 5, we have a center at -1 that passes through 9, 3. So if the center is at -1, 8, and it passes through 9, 3, that would represent our radius here. So we first need to find the distance between these 2 points using the distance formula. In doing that, that'll give us the radius. The distance formula will give us the radius between those 2 points. So we would take x minus x squared, so -1 minus 9 squared, plus y minus y squared, so 8 minus 3 squared. Bringing it on down, we got -1 minus 9, which is -10, and we're going to square it. 8 minus 3 is 5, and we're going to square it. -10 squared is -10 times -10, which is positive 100, and 5 squared is 25. That equals the square root of 125, which is 11.2. And it's not going to do us any good to use that as a decimal, because when we use the standard equation of a circle, it's going to be the radius squared. So it's going to undo the square root of 125. So to write the equation of a circle, we take our center, we take hk, which is our center, and we use it in this equation, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, and that equals our radius squared, where h is our x value, -1, so x minus -1 squared plus y minus k, which is a positive 8, so y minus 8 squared equals our radius squared, which it's going to be the square root of 125 squared, which the square root of 125 squared is just going to be 125. Alright, to clean this up, x minus a -1 is x plus 1, and we're going to square it. Y minus 8, we can leave that like that, and that equals 125. Okay, number 9. It says write an equation of a circle that contains each set of points. So we're going to graph these sets of points, -2, +2, 2, -2, and 6, 2. And basically what we end up figuring out is that this is going to be one point to another point on the circle, and that's going to give us the radius. So what we can figure out is what is the midpoint of this circle. If we figure out what the midpoint is between these 2 points, that gives us the center point. Now clearly we can eyeball this one. It's got a distance between these 2 points of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So dead set in the middle would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the center point here would be 1, 2, 1, 2. So the center is at 2, 2, and the radius Well, the radius is the distance between the center and an endpoint, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So the radius is 4. So the equation would be x minus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared equals 4 squared, which is 16. And to finish up the problem, to graph the circle, we can use our compass or we can freehand it. And we would graph around these points. Clearly that's very rough. That's a little bit better.